Good day everybody and welcome to the Dunspool. I am here to explain what life in the Dunspool is really like. First and foremost, you'll notice that I have the famous or infamous dunce cap. This thing is totally unremovable. If you hold down select and go to inventory, you will note and accessories. You will notice that hats, masks and helmets are all disabled and you can't change any of them. Even if you walk into any clothes shop, you will notice that all accessories are inaccessible. Everyone. Same with hats. All hats are inaccessible while you are wearing and stuck with the dunce cap during your time in the bad sport pool. The only thing you can change, however, is glasses via the menu or by shop as normal, and clothes as normal. The dunce cap, however, does disappear whenever you enter a vehicle, but it doesn't disappear whenever you enter certain roofless vehicles, and for some odd reason it also disappears while you are riding a bike. Now, another thing you'll notice that when you go to online and check the list of players, it will say all your usual stats and bad sport, and every few minutes you will get a notification pop up saying how much time you have left remaining. Last time I checked, I have 5 days, 3 hours and 41 minutes remaining as a dunce. Now what I'm going to do here is wait for a job invite, and while I wait for a job invite I'm going to explain how to end up with the dunce cap. There are 4 ways you can get this hat slapped on top of your head. The first and most obvious and easiest way is to destroy a ton of other players' personal vehicles. If you're a jet or tank enthusiast, you may find yourself winding up in the dunce pool quicker than you can think. The second way is by repeatedly killing people who are in passive mode, but this probably doesn't apply on the softy next generation version of GEA Online because you can't kill anybody while they're in passive mode. So killing people in passive mode on PS4 and Xbox One won't send you into the dunce pool most likely. The third way you can get put inside the dunce pool is getting reported frequently in game by other players. If you go to online players and then press X on any player besides yourself, you get all the usual commend report options and all those. If players report you so many times, you will eventually end up in the dunce pool. And the fourth option is backing out of jobs when you are playing them with other players. You don't get punished for backing out of jobs that you're doing by yourself, but if you are doing missions or survivals or races or whatever with other players and you back out of that job early, you will eventually end up in the bad sport pool. Now I'm going to try and join this job and watch what happens. It takes forever as usual. In its own time. Probably unable to connect. No, it's unable to connect, so what I'm going to do is quickly host any job of my own. Oh, yep, unable to connect. So while I wait for another job invite, just so I can show you what happens, I'm just going to, I don't know, run around randomly. In fact, no, I'll transition into a public lobby. But first, I'll just activate passive mode real quick. Because who knows what kind of players you'll find in a public lobby in the dunce pool. And now I've been placed in the public lobby, and already before I join, people are killing each other. This is actually a full lobby in the dunce pool, and I can see one modder already. Let's have a look at the type of players in this lobby. First, let's check the map and see what they're all up to. Okay, we have some weird airplane that's moving irregularly. A couple of red blip players and other players that don't seem to be doing much at all. So this is actually a peaceful bad sport lobby. But let's check out the players and have a look at their kill to death ratios. 3.21, 213, 240, 1484, that's even higher than mine. 1393, that's higher than mine. A cheater, he should be here, yep. Another cheater, and yeah. So we got 2 cheaters and 3, including me, extremely high KD players, and probably just jet griefers just like I am, which is the reason why I'm here. I've been in the bad sport pool now 3 times. The first time is 2 days you get, the second time is 4 days, and because this is my 3rd time, I am now in here for a total of 8 days. With the next time I'd be sent here, it would probably be 16 days if it doubles every time. Now, I'm going to try and join this match. Maybe not. Invite closed. So I need to wait for another job, and so I can show you what happens whenever you try and join a job being hosted by someone who is not in the bad sport pool. While you are in the bad sport pool, you can only play with other players who are also wearing dunce hats like yourself and have been given the title of bad sport in the pause menu. You can still receive invites from friends and crewmates who are not in the bad sport pool, but you will not be able to play with them. You won't be able to join them, and they won't be able to join you, both ways. So what I'm going to do now is try and wait for an invite that I get from a clean player who has not got the dunce cap. It will happen eventually. In fact, it might happen quicker if I go back into an invite only. So what I'm going to do is leave, back out to story mode real quick, and go back into an invite only lobby. Public lobbies are a place in the bad sport pool where you really don't want to be, especially on the PS3 and regular and Xbox 360, because these generations of consoles are full of modders, and who knows how they'll fuck you up. So while you have the dunce cap, it's all best to avoid public lobbies as much as possible. The timer does count down even when you're not playing the game, so that's a bonus. And now we wait for a job invite so I can show you all what happens when you do. But there are good things about the bad sport pool. One, you get to take selfies of yourself wearing the infamous or famous dunce cap, which I am not going to do here. There you go, dunce cap, D. For some reason mine doesn't say dunce, it just says D. Now I'm going to try and join this job invite that I've just received randomly from another player. The session you are trying to join is for people who are not bad sports or cheaters. You are a bad sport. Return to GEA Online. Press X. And it just puts you straight back into the same lobby that you was already in. You can try again. But that's what you'll get every single time you try and join a regular player. And again, the session you are trying to join is for people who are not bad sports or cheaters. Blah blah blah. and then you get a little notification appear above the radar saying you are classed as a bad sport and can only play with other bad sports until you are forgiven. And the usual timer reminder every few minutes or whatnot. And that's pretty much all there is to cover about the bad sport pool. Not really a fat lot you can do here. Just stay out of public lobbies if you're on PS3 or Xbox 360, because there's a lot of modders and they'll do nasty things. Like, I only joined one public session and I saw 2 of them already. So just play by yourself, keep to yourself, and if you do that, you can't possibly be blamed for anything else. Just keep to yourself, play by yourself, and do missions by yourself. Get some money for your return back into the battlefield. And RP if you're ranking up, if that's your game. That's pretty much all there is to cover about the bad sport pool. Not a lot. It's not a lot of fun. Stay out of it. Go easy on the squibs. What the hell? Okay. Go easy on the scrubs, don't go destroying too many personal vehicles, backing out of jobs, and generally just being an asshole. Until then, I'll see you all on the battlefield in 5 days' time. 5 days' time.